Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mayor's Monday Message for August 29th, 2022. First, if you've been in the city at all, you've probably noticed construction on South George Street. Wanted to let folks know this is going to be going on for a little bit because it's the total repaving of George Street. So perhaps if you have other ways around, you can try to avoid George Street. You can take Duke or Queen. They're going to be doing the best to keep the roads open by first asking people that are parking, actually not asking, telling people that are parking on the sides of George Street that they have to find other parking. That's so that they can pave the sides, essentially the parking areas first, and then pave the middle. That's all preliminary paving. They're going to have to come through and finish it up yet. Basically, the way paving works is that you have to put your base paving in. You've got to make sure that it's kind of cures so that you can find any cracks, any kind of imperfections. If we can do that first before we do the final paving, then the road is going to last much longer. And that is the way that we've been doing things for about 4 years now. Trying to make sure that when we invest in our roads, that investment lasts as long as possible. So I know everybody likes to see a nice, clean, black pavement right away, but sometimes that only lasts a couple of years. So we really want to invest our time and our money and our intelligence in doing things the right way, and hopefully then the roads will last much longer. So sorry for the inconvenience. If you live along George Street, you are going to have to find parking on the side streets for a little while. You'll be happy when we're done. Everybody will be happy when we're done to have a brand new George Street the whole way from York Hospital up into North York Borough, I believe, is going to be getting all redone also. So that's South George Street. Wonderful weekend we had. Don't even think I can name all the events. Some highlights: the Cigar Box Guitar and Arts Festival. Was really an amazing combination. As many of you may know, we didn't do York Fest this year. We're taking a year off to, pardon me. We're taking a year off to kind of reevaluate. York Fest has changed over the years, and we want to make sure that when we bring it back as strong as possible, with everybody participating, with happy residents, visitors, and vendors. And so in lieu of, or I guess not in lieu of, but even though York Fest didn't go on, we had wonderful arts in WECO. We had activities in Royal Square, activities for York Arts Week all over the city. So I want to thank everybody for participating in that. It was definitely a successful Arts Week, and I thank you. We had a wonderful dedication for the Lebanon Cemetery. If you don't know, that's York's major African-American cemetery up in North York Borough. It celebrated its 150th anniversary. We celebrated the 150th anniversary at the AME Church on Smalls AME Church at 401 South Queen Street, and it was really a touching event, and gave honor to some folks that had nearly been lost to history, forgotten for a while maybe. But the Friends of Lebanon Cemetery and the board of the Lebanon Cemetery Company are just doing an amazing job to bring that cemetery to the prominence, national prominence, that it deserves, highlighting the accomplishments of the incredible African Americans that now call it their final resting place. So that was amazing. Kickoff for Recovery and Overdose Awareness Month at Just for Today, 1337 East Market Street. They're going to have another event coming up, I think, on September 2nd, or maybe this Saturday, September 3rd, maybe, this Saturday. So they're just doing great work helping people out. It's a tough battle to fight drug addiction, and the best way to do it is to be with other people that are going through the same thing in an environment that really fosters recovery. And I think they're really doing a good job there. let's see, what am I missing from the weekend? Oh my gosh, the Shine concert, the Shine Foundation. Those kids put on an incredible concert. If you don't know, some of my friends like Peter Botros and Ralph Washington and Sea Smoke, they all contribute to supporting these young people who have an interest in learning music and performing music and producing music. And so I really, if you get a chance to check out the Shine Foundation and really support that effort, because I didn't even know it. One of the young folks that I was playing basketball with in my neighborhood at my neighborhood basketball court. Here I turn around and he's up on stage singing his heart out, and I didn't know he had that talent in him. I just know him as a little kid that I play basketball with, and so that was really touching to see how much they're investing in our young people. So the next couple weeks, now next week's Labor Day, so we're not going to have a Monday message next week, so I'm going to have a few things from this week and a few things from next week. Coming up on August 30th here, which is tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, dedication of more Habitat for Humanity homes on Chestnut Street. This is an amazing project where they took over the block that burnt down in 2009. You may remember that tragedy. We lost a whole block of housing, and they've been really under tough situations with supply chain issues, with the pandemic, with all of that. They're still pushing forward with inflation causing the prices of everything to go up. They're pushing forward and dedicating new homes for our families here in New York. That's tomorrow from 5 to 6:30 p.m. And that's at 711 Chestnut Street. 711 Chestnut Street. Then we've got First Friday coming up, African American First Friday in Penn Park, 5 to 9, and activities in the downtown area, also 5 to 9. We have Recovery Month annual city proclamation that I'll be giving at Beaver Street. It doesn't say where Beaver Street. Do you know?
It's by the Sunrise Soap Company.
Oh, okay. So we'll be down at the corner of Clark and Beaver Street, giving a proclamation for Recovery Month. Thank you, Scott. That was our Chief of Staff, my new Chief of Staff, Scott Miller, keeping me informed there. We've got a Recovery Month kickoff. Also, yes, I already mentioned that just for today at September 3rd from 1 to 5 p.m. Then Sunday, is that Sunday? I'm trying to count here. I think that's Sunday. What the Food Trucks is back. People have been asking me about that. When is What the Food Trucks? My neighborhood people, because I live, a couple blocks away from Penn Park. Neighborhood people have been asking when the food trucks are coming back, and I just have to say that this has really become a community event where lots of the neighbors are participating. We have people coming in from out of town. It's just a great time of people benefiting from What the Food Trucks, and also people being introduced to the city and getting to mix and mingle with some of the people that live here. And I think it really, when we get to know each other, then a lot of the stigmas and biases they start to lessen. I won't say that they all disappear, but when you get to know somebody, you're knowing a person, an individual, a soul, as opposed to making assumptions about people, which is really what bias and bigotry and things like that are. It's just making assumptions about groups of people. But really getting to know people is how we get past that stuff. So not saying that they're saving the world, but What the Food Trucks is doing a great job of bringing people together and having people get to know each other, sit down and have a meal together. And our Labor Day festival is booming this year. We've got music, Carmen Bryant. We've got fireworks, I believe, again this year. We've got food trucks. Good on the fireworks? I think we got the fireworks back. So Labor Day festival is, of course, September 5th then, Monday, September 5th from 4 to 9 at Kiwanis Lake, as always. Thank you, Diaz Woodard, for putting that together. You're really doing a great job on keeping our parks active and making sure that people are, that there are activities for the neighbors and for all of our residents and visitors. So thank you, Diaz. That's it for my list today. It's another, I don't know why we're getting a September heat wave here, it seems like, but there's lots of 90-degree days coming up here. So as always, here, I hear some of that construction right now. As always, watch out for your family, your loved ones, your neighbors, and your pets, and make sure everybody's hydrated, pets and humans alike, and take care of each other. And lots to do this week, and I'll see you around the city. Have a good one.